Okay, you know what? Fortan soll ich mindestens einen Satz in Deutsch sagen, jedes Video. Warum? Weil es ist, lustig und interessant und nützlich. Für mich jedenfalls. So that was good. Woo! Yay! Go man, go bro, Mario Doomsday. Yes, that's definitely what this game is called. Sorry, I don't know what's gotten into me and saying the game wrong in the intro lately. It's not something I'm doing on purpose to try to be funny or anything either, it just happens. Because turtles ruin everything. Because, well, my idea is that I try not to delay the video intro too long. Because the more I delay it and I have to think about it, then the worse it gets. But then it also backfires, because I guess while waiting too long makes it worse, going too quickly apparently makes it worse as well. So there's this middle ground we need to meet. And what the hell is this door? Hello, Boom Boom. Am I glad to see you? No, that was a bad question. And that was a bad invincibility frame there. I definitely feel like I... Why does this suddenly go super fast? That's really annoying. Ben! When your enemy does something different, you need to indicate it! Like this, the Waluigi had the same problem. Where suddenly he would just do something different. And there was no way for me to know it would happen. And because it happened so quickly, I didn't have the reaction time to actually do anything about it. And I really feel like that's unfair. And Boom Boom has the same problem when it comes to suddenly going super fast. Because I feel like I really didn't have the necessary reaction time to do anything about it and react accordingly. And just in general, Boom Boom just bothers me, because I feel like I'm the only person in the entire world who doesn't think Boom Boom is really easy. Because I don't. I think it's really tricky. I don't get how you're supposed to just... What's this sign if you can't go in the pipe? That's weird. Like, I don't know. I can't figure Boom Boom out, and I don't like him and spikes. And turtles. Everything that I don't like, all in one. Okay, not everything. There's certainly more things I don't like. There could have been note blocks there as well. Oh, but actually, there was a note block earlier in the... Why did I hit the spin dump button again? That was my fault, I'm sorry. There was a note block earlier in the level, and... I don't think I got a checkpoint, so... fucking hell. So I guess I may as well just show that note block I was talking about when we get back to it. Because I do have something to say about note blocks that makes them actually better than I have initially given the impression of. Okay, now, I still don't like note blocks, and I never have, and I probably never will. But there's something about note blocks, at least in this game in particular. I can't recall if this is normal in normal Nintendo games, but timing the jump to get it high enough is the least of your worry, because you can literally just hold down the jump button. Timing is completely unnecessary, just hold down the... What? Excuse me? I can't afford to take glitches like that when I have only 2 lives! Sorry for being loud right there, but it really truly bothers me when shit like that happens that I really don't feel like I can take the time to do because I have so few lives and I'll get a fucking game over soon and have to redo everything. It's one thing when I mess up, because I usually mess up because I'm impatient. And the fact that I'm impatient is the main reason for 2 things. Number 1 being that I'm generally not very good at platformers like this, because they require a little bit more patience than I'm willing to give. It's also the reason why I generally am not the biggest fan of 2D platformers. Because I'm impatient. Which makes me bad at them, which makes me quickly annoyed with them. As is definitely... I'm definitely feeling that being the case here. And Ben, I just need to say that me getting angry or loud or frustrated or anything like that with your game is not necessarily synonymous with being directly disagreeing with it, if you understand what I mean. What I mean is that... I'm really bad at the game, and it's come to a point now where there's a difference between when I'm truly angry with the game and when I'm just frustrated in general because I really wish I could have just done something on the first attempt or something. But this Boom Boom guy is one case where I have to disagree with the game on a fundamental, like, what the fuck is that word? On like a level of principality? No. What? On the principle, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking like Boom Boom. But I especially don't like him in this game. One thing is because of the whole thing I went on about how the enemies need to indicate what they're going to do. Like, I've given that some thought when it came to Waluigi, at least, especially. The reason why I felt cheated out of some of those hits that I got from him is that he suddenly changed attack patterns and things like... What did I just hit? Did I, like, hit the... like, the end of the seat? No! I hope that comes back. It probably will if I just let it go off screen enough. Like, what did I hit? I don't know. Sorry. But Waluigi? Okay, we'll go further back. The reason that Waluigi really bothered me is that he had no indications for when he was going to do something differently. So, whenever I got hit by him suddenly starting to throw a bomb, I felt cheated out of it because I didn't feel like I had a way of knowing what was going to happen, because I did in fact not have a way... Am I really gonna... How far back do I need to go? And I need to charge my laptop, so hang on, but I need to finish my thought. You need to have fucking indications on their enemies! That's why I felt like it's been really unfair when I've gotten hit by some of the attacks from other bosses, because they suddenly change attack patterns without giving me any clue as to when it's going to happen. And that's a bad thing, because that causes me to get hit by things that I feel like I shouldn't have gotten hit by. And that makes me, the player, and the consumer, if you will, unhappy with the product. Okay, this platform isn't coming back. So that means... How am I gonna do this? Because I need to use a spin jump, but I can't use my highest one because I'll hit the spikes. So I'll have to do something like this? Just kind of hope for the best, which wasn't really possible. As in, the platform, the subsequent platform was too high. And you know what? It's gotten to a point where, why should I even bother? I can just restart the game, have 4 lives back and a power-up. And I really hate that about lives, and I gotta say, I've been playing a lot of Odyssey lately, and I have not missed lives in the slightest. If anything, it feels almost grating coming back to a game like this, where lives pose such a big problem to me. And I need to go back and get a power-up. You know what I just realized? I think I made a mistake in what I said in the beginning of the video. I said, es ist lustig, but I think I should have said, es macht frei. No, macht frei? No, I was thinking, wow, that was, I have Auschwitz in my brain apparently. Es macht Spaß. Wow, that's, I mean, macht frei in itself doesn't mean anything good. It means that something makes or causes freedom, and that's good. But, like, it's associated with the phrase, something keeps hitting me there, and I don't know what it is, but it's kind of annoying me. But yeah, you may have, if you know any German, it's probably the phrase Arbeit macht frei, which was used in concentration camps to be encourage work, you know, because if you work, then maybe you'll get out. Except you probably won't, but like, you need motivation so you'll actually work, right? I mean, their logic is sound, but it's still not nice. Okay, there we actually did get a checkpoint. Is this not gonna lead anywhere? Okay, fine. I didn't mean to start talking about concentration camps, by the way, I'm sorry. That's a sad topic. And that was a sad boss. But I mean, Reznor always was. What are you gonna do to make him more difficult? Or them, I guess. Actually, them is appropriate for 2 reasons, because number 1, we don't know their gender. Could be female, but mostly it's just because, you know, it's plural. Also, is there really just not gonna be anything up to the right there? This looks like this is the kind of thing that Nintendo would do to be like, hey look, there might be something up there, you should probably take a look. Why did I have that exaggerated accent? I don't know what I was supposed to sound like. I guess it was supposed to be like, extra American? I don't know. Because my accent already is sort of mostly American, I guess. Excuse me, bitch! Wow, I need to stop using the word bitch, but it's a good word, honestly. I've become fond of it. What? Oh. It's a weird place to put me. What? Why do I need to beat Reznor again? Like, I would rather beat Reznor again than Boom Boom, but still... See, fire almost got me. It still feels a little bit weird. I feel like it would have been more natural to have a checkpoint after Reznor? Maybe both before and after? I don't know. But like, once again, how do I keep doing this? I feel like I started talking about something, and I've definitely forgotten about all of that. Wow, yellow guy, blue guy. So many guys! And I don't particularly care for any of them, but I care for all of them more than I do for any other flying guys! Oh my gosh. I mean, those flying Koopas aren't even really a problem. That particular one just caught me by surprise. These are the ones that are truly a problem. Why do we need to have flying turtles? I really don't think that's an okay thing. Hello, Ma? The hell? Morton? Mortman? I don't... Will you stop jumping? See, here's no... That's the problem again. Morton seems to be just kind of jumping at random times. And like... That was okay in 1988? Or wait, when was Mario 3 released? 1990 maybe? Like, it was okay back then. Why is there an arrow when I can't open it? But I don't feel like that's okay now, because we've evolved from that. We have evolved from the time of randomness and just hoping for the best, to a time where things are supposed to be, you know, predictable. And predictable has sort of a negative connotation, I feel. But I feel it's also still necessary. Because what makes a boss fight like this truly fair is when you feel like you have a... When you feel like you can master how it truly works, right? And I feel like that's kind of difficult when you have elements of randomness like that. And of course, some elements of randomness is fine because it adds like spice to the mix or something, I guess. But there needs to be an indication when there's such a drastic change in movement, which obviously affects the player a lot, like it just did for me, you know? Can you just fall down? Thank you. Now, I feel like I've had a generally negative tone in this level, but... Oh, we're done. I feel like I've kind of had a generally negative tone, but it's kind of... I forget if I said this already, or if I didn't... What the hell kind of sentence was that? I forget if I've said this already or not, but... Me getting frustrated with the game doesn't need to mean that I actually properly dislike something, you know? Why is there a hole in the sky? I mean, there's plenty of holes in the sky if you know where to look. Like... I feel like that sounded like a metaphor for something, or like a euphemism. It wasn't meant to be. I meant just like, you know, what do you count as a hole? Can the hole just be a hole in the clouds, for example? Or does it need to be actually in what we observe to be the sky as the, you know, the blue part of the sky, which I guess is like the atmosphere or something. I don't know. That's the kind of thing we learn in geography. Like, you'd think geography would be just all like countries and shit, but apparently not. Geography is like fucking stones and clouds and how did Iceland come to be? And like, I don't know, it just did. Like, I don't care if like earth plates or whatever they're called in English merged together and crashed and caused terrible things to happen and whatnot, and that's why they... I mean, there's nothing terrible about volcanoes inherently. They're just kind of like earth pimples. I don't know. I'm just sort of tangenting while getting through this beginning part of the level 4 times because I want my power-ups. And it's a little bit tedious, but I'm willing to sacrifice myself. Well, I'm not really sacrificing anything aside from my patience, I guess. It's a little bit like impatience inducing. If that's if that makes sense. I don't know. But fucking schildkröte. Oh my god, I don't know. Sorry. That sounded really, like, I've always... Hey, I thought maybe there was something there. Am I going to be able to get it? Yeah. And that actually... Huh? Huh? What kind of jump was that, Luigi? That was the most pathetic bounce I have ever seen. He just fucking... It's almost like Luigi followed, like, realistic laws of physics, because you shouldn't actually be able to bounce particularly high on things just in the sky like that, but... I don't play Mario to care about physics. I haven't even had physics in school or anything, so I have no interest in physics of any kind, and certainly not in my Mario game. I'm very surprised this guy with the turtle shell hasn't hit me yet, because, like, I'm not sure I like this placement. Okay, but if I'm just fast enough, I can probably just be sort of like that. Yeah, there we go. So I won't have to have that bad time with the Koopas again. But I need to be careful not to do a spin jump now, because that's gonna just kill them. Here we go. Good. Now I need a blue switch if I want to get that blocky switch there. Hey, football guys that actually aren't terribly placed and just make terrible things happen! What do you know? That's actually a fairly rare sight, because football... So many different power-ups! Wow. I'm kind of... And the Yoshi? Dude! How much are you gonna spring at me here? That's something... Okay, that's actually something interesting that I've noticed, which is a difference in the level designs of Ben and Nintendo. Nintendo always has, in their, you know, normal 2D platformers, they would generally only have one sort of power-up of the... I was probably supposed to carry that switch, wasn't I? Hey! No! Wait, I can... No, I can't. I feel like that was a little bit unfair, but you know what? It was funny, so I'm gonna be okay with it. Like, I was just gonna land perfectly fine on the pipe, and it just swooshed away like, ooh, it's a Luigi. I'm not gonna touch that. Wow, okay. But I also feel better because I have power-ups now, and I feel like I have good access to more power-ups. Like, even though I lost this power-up now, I know where I can easily find more, like right here. And honestly, I'm not even gonna bother resetting the level, because... Okay, good. Okay, I definitely feel like this is a Luigi-only level. I am not comfortable putting Mario in... You ruined everything! You ruined even more! No! My mushroom propeller man! Shit!
Oh, mamma mia.
I told you! That one Koopa made me uncomfortable. Now you know why! Oh, but I still have my retry clocks. Again, right. That's something very strange, and I feel like I probably understand why it happens. Because getting a game over resets everything. Absolutely everything. Meaning that when you use your... I'm hiccuping. If you use your retry clocks and then get a game over, it's reset the game to such an extent that it's not like you use the retry clocks and you need to get more. It's more so that you use the retry clocks, and if you want to use them again, you should probably just reset the game. And it's a little bit weird. I feel like game over should... Maybe there's some sort of way to program a game over so that it doesn't just work as essentially a game reset. Because when it just resets the game, then the punishment of having lost the retry clocks isn't, you know, a punishment. But I completely understand that just programming a game over to causing the game to reset is a very nice and easy way to, you know, use a game over, because 9 times out of 10, it's the same effect anyway. But when it comes to the retry clocks, that's an example of where that actually kind of backfires. Because the fact that it does this means that I will pretty much always have 2 retry clocks. Well, that is unless I go further into the game now and save the game while I only have 1 now. But still, it means that, especially since I know of a level in which I can very easily get as many retry clocks as I want, then in a way, that almost kinda ruins the purpose of a game over, I feel. It turns into, it goes from being like a proper punishment to just sort of being an annoyance. I'm not entirely sure how to word this, but whatever. I'm going to grind up to like 20 lives at least, so I don't have to deal with this shit. I like how I was ranting about game overs, but then I'm still doing everything in my power to prevent them, because regardless of all the things I said, they're still just generally annoying and hold progress and make everything worse in the world. Like, Odyssey? Wait, did I say this already? Okay, you know what? This level is giving me a hard time. And you know what we do when things give you a hard time? Because you know what? I feel like these past videos haven't been very efficient. And we need to do something about that. No, I'm gonna be fair. I'm going to go just fly to the point where we last... Oh, well, actually, that's a way to prevent me from just cheating anyway. Oh, wow, I was, I definitely felt like I was just going to hit a flower there. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Let's say that's fine. Oh, and there's also the problem now that I, don't have my Yoshi. Okay, when is this pipe? I don't entirely like that I can't see its entire sort of pattern, so I don't know precisely when it's gonna come back to me. Also, I feel like I'm probably gonna have to keep this switch for a while, because Ben is very good with, like, he doesn't neglect hinting when— oh my god! Yes! Nice! Yeah, here we go, here's where you need a P-switch. I was just going to say that if you truly need a P-switch, Ben does indicate it. That, unlike different boss patterns, that is something he does, in fact, indicate. Now, ooh, this is a little bit awkward. Okay, go for it. Yes. Propeller mushroom makes easy work of that. Well, he was going down the pipe. Why was he going down the pipe with the back facing towards us? Like, I mean, in Luigi's eyes, it's three-dimensional and all, and like, it doesn't matter which direction he's facing, but it looked really weird. Oh, and right, my Yoshi. That's sad. But I probably don't need him. Like, Yoshi negates the propeller mushroom, and that makes it feel even more of a... Wait, am I going back? Why? Anyway, I laughed at the Koopa because he has a cape and he was running to fly and then he just fell down. I don't know, it looked hilarious. Because, oh, don't fall down. I felt like I almost fell down like 3 times in the span of the single second there. But I guess this is telling me why I saw a Koopa to the left here. Because we're going back to the left. I don't entirely understand why you want me to go to the right in the first place. I guess it's just kind of, a way to, you know, add to the non-linearity that I've praised Ben for in the past. And that's good, I guess. It's different. Different is usually a good thing, because it's usually more exciting than just the same old, same old. Am I dying? No. Good. In fact, I feel like we're probably done with the level soon. And, would you believe it? Even more football guys that aren't Huh? Sorry for that really loud noise, but as soon as I was going to be, like, nice to a football guy, he does that bullshit? Like, okay, excuse my language, but that was nothing less than bullshit. You can't argue against that, right? Am I gonna... do I need to go in this pipe soon? I feel like I do. I feel like there may have been... Ooh, feather, thank you. I felt like maybe there was going to be something to the right there, but... probably not, I guess. I don't know. I was also starting to feel really anxious because the screen was catching up and it felt claustrophobic because I didn't want to risk just dying and losing everything. This is nice. This is sort of scenic, I guess. Sure are getting coins. This is reminding me of those stupid Thwomp minigames in Partners in Time. Key? Yoshi! No! Okay, but that actually is a really cool secret exit. Because it shows you exactly what you need to do, and there's a fair chance that you might have already done it anyway on your first try. Huh, what? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't kill me! Huh? I'm going so high! Okay. I'm afraid that this is just going to take me to a bottomless pit. That's the uncomfortable part of blind falling like this, you never really know. Okay. Huh? That was weird. Wait, whoa, another one. Were those Koopas flying backwards? Oh, I see. So not all of the pipes shot me the same length, is the idea. There's a tower there. Cool. I'm tempted to fall down here just to get the coins, but like... You know, sure, there isn't really much danger here. I'm not gonna die, right? And I missed all the coins. And there is sure a pipe there. Let's go back and do things and hopefully not... I feel like the Koopas were over pipe. Okay, so it's safe. Yes, good. Go. Actually, I should have done the grey pipe because I haven't tried it yet. But the main idea now is to go and try and see what this pipe is. How did I miss the coins again? Wow. Amazing. Okay, it's a dragon coin. Is that it? Can I go back this way? No, it doesn't seem like it. There aren't invisible blocks. Do I just go for it? Oh, I'm here? If this is where I think it is, you know, just where I fell down before? Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm never comfortable with blind jumps, though. I feel like they're pretty much never a good idea. Okay, let's see what this does. I guess this probably takes us to... like, way too short. Yeah, okay. Wow! It almost bounced me into the other Koopa there. Anyway, let's just finish the level. This was actually kind of a... Whoa! Hello. This was kind of a cool level. I didn't mind this at all, really. It was kind of... giving... it was kind of giving me a hard time. But not for any... bad reasons, you know? Okay. But you know what? Is this world 7, I think? Okay. We're not gonna go into the next level because that'll take kinda too long. But finding the secret exit should be no trouble here. Or like, finding it is obviously no trouble because I know exactly where it is. We just need to get it. And getting it is theoretically also not a big deal. So how about we just go and do that now? I usually tend to... Wait, wasn't the Yoshi maybe... Wait, I think I passed the Yoshi. I think the Yoshi was maybe with the football guys, but I don't entirely remember. But I think he was like in the middle block to the left here or something. Yeah, okay. Oh, but I can't fly a little bit with Yoshi? Whee! I already screwed up. And I fell down! On top of all. Good. But now I can do this with no stress at all because the game just saved. And not only that, it just saved on the point where I have 21 lives. Actually, let's... I'm a bit scared to test that theory, though. Also, now I don't have my feather, so I need to just do this normally. I'm fairly certain that this game saves lives after resetting like that. Because I feel like the only game that doesn't, that I really know of, is like Mario Galaxy. But at the same time, I'm really comfortable and happy with having a whole 20 lives. And I'm not going to... I'm not going to risk losing that. You know, I really wonder what's the logic of auto-scrolling stages. Like... How does this feel for Luigi right now? The fact that the stage is scrolling like this. Like, how physically does it look like for a Luigi for this to happen? Also, the background is cut off at the bottom there. So that's cool. That looks nice. That definitely looks natural and all. No, 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 no! I got so far! Oh no! Oh, this is a problem. But actually, no, it's... Well, no, it is! This is the same problem we had once before with the dragon coins. Except... Well, when there was a problem with the dragon coins, that was me testing a theory that turned out to be wrong. But it's still a problem. Because I'm trying to find the secret exit, which requires a Yoshi, but you're not giving... I don't believe there is a Yoshi after the checkpoint, and if there's a Yoshi only before the checkpoint, but I need it for the secret exit, then there's no way for me to get rid of the checkpoint aside from beating the level, then that's complete fucking bullshit. And I guess one way I can deal with it is to reset the game. But that's not a good thing. The only way for me to get rid of the checkpoint, aside from... And what do you know? The lives don't carry over. Great. But yeah, point is, that was kind of fucking stupid. Also, actually, before I go on, I'm curious to test the theory of... Oh, I see. I really hope I'm not screwed now. But if I can just get... Nope. Come on, just go higher! There we go. It's a little bit more difficult to time when you can't see Luigi, but it's fine. There we go, okay. So that's why I want to get the on and off switch for. It's weird. I obviously saw the switch and observed it, and I think I even verbally acknowledged it. But I never really thought about the fact that I never found any place to use it. I kind of forgot about that part. Well, I better not die this time either, because I got the checkpoint out of a habit, even though I really just should have ignored it. But I will also take this opportunity to confirm the theory I had that there is no Yoshi after the checkpoint. I have at least hit all the whole 3 blocks that are available in this room. And I can't really remember there being many blocks in the later rooms, because the later rooms are mostly just the open areas with the cannons and whatnot. And other that types of rooms. So I feel like there's probably not a Yoshi, aside from this one single one. And I agree with the decision in the sense that it increases the difficulty when there's only this one guy you can rely on. But the deal with the checkpoint makes it also kind of bullshit. And I would be perfectly fine with having only the one Yoshi if it would be handled differently with the checkpoint, or if the checkpoint itself would be handled differently, I guess. Maybe it should be placed elsewhere, or there just should be a Yoshi right by it, or at least somewhere after it. I don't feel like it should be necessary for me to reset the game in order to get my will like that, you know? And especially considering not everyone is going to go for the secret exit immediately after the normal exit. In fact, usually I don't. This is like the one exception, funnily enough. And the reason I bring up that is because I could just reset the game to get my checkpoint back. But there's no guarantee that that other people will be able to do that. And also, that feather is a tiny bit awkward, because I'm not sure I really wanted to replace my, there we go. I'm not sure I wanted it to replace my flower or hammer or whatever the hell I had that there. I forget what I even had there. If it were a hammer, then fine. If it were a flower, then I kind of wanted to keep it. But, there we go. Hold in the sky. I don't entirely... Wait, what was it called that again? I guess we fell a lot. That's the hole, but that was far from the only hole in the sky. I don't know, whatever. Who cares? I just realized that the castle we saw, the big tower in the level, is just... It's definitely that tower there. That's cool. Well, it's like... Oh. That's interesting. The music changes. That's interesting. Cool. Next time, how about we go into the castle? And after that castle, it's probably appropriate to go into the ghost house we found. Sky Manor. Or you know, maybe we should do the Sky Manor when we go back for secret exits later on. And when are we gonna do that, by the way? Like, this cloud place is still World 7, I think. World 7 has been like since K. Rool. Like, it's really confusing when the worlds don't increase in number. Or like when the world number doesn't increase from the new area looking place. It increases from like towers and and castles and things. And now the music's back to normal. I think the music's a little bit buggy here. Anyway, sorry for rambling, I keep doing this and I really shouldn't. But next time, thanks for watching, hi! That's the exact opposite of what I should have said. But most of it was true. So yes, good. Bye bye.